Good evening. My name is Steve Anderson. I'm the band director here at Bend High School. Behind me is 110 of Central Oregon's finest wind musicians that we could find. I'm so glad that you decided to stay and join us for this portion of the honor band, the high school portion. Our guest conductor tonight, I met him 2 days ago, and he's been around in Central Oregon for a long time as a friend of music. He's also the director of bands at Portland State and the music education rep there as well. It's a rarity to find somebody that can get the best out of a student. And I watched him today and yesterday do just that. These students have responded extremely well to him, and it's been my pleasure to watch him work. So without any further ado, from Portland State University, Mr. Pat Vanda High.
very, very much. To echo some of Danny's words, to teach music in the schools, it's got to be the best gig in the world. You're teaching music and you're teaching kids. What's better than that? And then to do an honor band where you don't have to be in the trenches every single day. You can just come in, put on a tuxedo, wave your stick, and magic happens. It's awesome. It really is. Well, thank you. Entry March of the Boyars is one of the classic European marches. Johan Halvorsen is a Norwegian, or was. And this, a Boyar, we looked this up, a couple of our students here. A Boyar is old Russia. It's an aristocrat, not an old aristocrat, but an aristocrat from old Russia. And this is the entry march of these very pompous, very rich, very aristocratic noblemen. So enjoy the entry march of the Boyars. say, before I go farther, we have several soloists throughout. And it's my habit to not individually recognize soloists. I never told this to the kids, students. And the reason being, every time I do, I forget somebody. Every time I've done that, I forget somebody, and there's a heartbroken person. So I made my policy now. My mind is like a sieve when I'm conducting it. I just can't do it. But aren't the soloists wonderful? Wayfaring Stranger is a number of folk song that you've all heard. We all know the song. The composer of this, Christopher Nelson, is actually an Oregon-born guy. He went to McNary High School in Salem. He went off, he studied at Washington State, and while he was there, Dr. Dan Pham asked him, because he was working in composition, will you write a song for the band? You know, you're really writing well, will you write a song? He said, sure. So he wrote this piece. Dan Pham studied with a gentleman named Ray Kramer. In the band world, Ray Kramer is God. He's probably one of the most significant and famous band directors we have still alive. Dan shared the piece with Ray, said, hey, this is pretty good, you ought to look at it. Ray loved it, and he's done it in honor bands all over the United States, in Europe, and in Japan. Well, Chris Nelson becomes an instant hit and has sold millions of copies of his piece. I hope he's not a one-hit wonder. We're hoping there's more. He went to Utah, and he taught high school in Utah for a number of years. He's now back at McNary High School, teaching high school band. So we hope you enjoy this. Wayfaring Stranger, it's an exquisite arrangement of a wonderful old folk song. Enjoy. we play our final piece, again, I want to, kind of echo what Danny said, and what you probably hear you people are repeat. Folks in the honor band here at Central Oregon coming in. Just a couple things I want to say. Music in the schools. Precious, 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 precious. As precious as it is, it's fragile. There's always somebody out there that wants to cut a budget or fix a schedule to make it hard for kids to participate. This is in some ways, this is very unique. It's not happening everywhere. And what you've got is so important and so precious. In a time, and you hear it all the time about this age group being technology crazed and being stunted because of social media, being stunted because of the time they spend. What they're doing here counteracts that in a big, big way. There's nothing like ensemble music, whether it's orchestra, band, choir, nothing like ensemble music. There's nothing like working together as a large group to make a phrase, There's nothing better if you fall, if you don't quite achieve, you've got that large group that's helping to put you back up. It's huge. It's also proven beyond a shadow of a doubt that what they're doing in instrumental music is helping them in all aspects of life and all aspects of academia. So hold on to it, because it's really, really important. And the teachers in this area are doing a terrific job. These students I've had so much fun. They're great. Parents, you should be really, really proud of yourselves. These are really, really, really good people. And every time I do one of these groups, some of my fear for the future and future leadership is pushed aside, because there are some, we have, what is it, Dalton? Assume. Name. What? Yes. Oh, Vincent. Yeah, there you go. They've had their names on the stands. Vincent got his Eagle Scout yesterday. So give him a hand for that. We were discussing that, 35 presidents were Eagle Scouts, something like that. Yeah, so he'll probably be president someday, and that would be a good thing. Okay, he's smart. Okay, I'm not going any farther with that. I almost stepped off the stage. Final comment, what was it? Well, it's gone in and out. I've made my point. Ensemble music, keep it's precious. Thank these directors, thank them, and make sure they're well cared for, well-oiled machines. It's really important. The last thing I want to say is I lost a lot of sleep over this tune. I thought, oh boy, I'm over-programmed. This is too hard of a piece to do in an honor band with 2 days of rehearsal. And not only did these kids pick it up and eat it up, the Hounds of Spring by Alfred Reed, they play it really, really well. You're in for a treat. This is a major piece of work, major piece of music in the band literature. Easy grade 5 contest piece. You'll hear bands, I think Summit did it at State 2 years ago, yeah? Okay, so enjoy this. Hounds of Spring. Alfred Reed was one of our most prolific composers of band music. Beautiful piece. Enjoy.